Well, guys, today we're going to take a look at this lock. It is the King Force Intelligent Door Lock Model M15. These sell for about $65 on Amazon. A lot of you have been asking me for this and several other electronic locks, and I quite honestly have blown it off. There's so many of them out there. But then this company had the gall to send me an email saying, hey, we'll give you a free lock and you can review it, but then before you publish your video, we have to pre-approve it. So that kind of motivated me to lay my money down, buy it so that we can do an honest evaluation and see just how good this thing is. It's just a simple keypad. I thought at first it was going to be Bluetooth, talk to my phone, all that. It doesn't. It's a simple keypad entry system. Here's obviously goes on the inside. You got a bag full of screws, all the mounting hardware, a thick book, like 20-something pages of instructions. So I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and mount this up on the test stand. I want to see how easy it is to mount, and then we'll see how well this thing works. All right, installation was actually pretty easy. You saw how quickly that went. I didn't really even need the book. I do need batteries. It does not come with them, so I had to run in the house and grab some batteries. So let's shove these in there. Make sure I got them oriented correctly. Okay, it beeped. I don't know if that came across on the speaker or not. Put this dude back on here. Maybe. Whoa, whoa. Okay, what's going on here? There we go. All right, that fits. It locked by itself. I don't know what was going on there, but that's okay. We wanted it locked to begin with. The factory default, at least according to the manual, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then unlock. All right, so it works as advertised. It's got a green light, which is what we're supposed to. If it had been a failed combination, the book says it would have got a blinking red light. You get 3 tries. This thing should automatically relock. Look at that. After 10 seconds, that is reprogrammable. You can also disable the auto locking feature. If you disable it, so let's open it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it's disabled, then obviously it would never relock unless you push the lock button. And of course that works even when the relock is active. So if you run in the house and close the door, somebody's after you like the boogeyman, maybe some zombies or something, you just very quickly turn around and push the lock button. Bam, no way zombies are getting in the house. It seems pretty solid. All the pieces were there necessary to mount it very quickly. Like I said, everything lined up. All the spacing was correct. We have rubber gaskets on the outside. This is probably some kind of cast metal. You could probably break this, but I don't think it's any more delicate than any other kind of lock. On the inside, of course, the criminal, this is all plastic. But criminals aren't going to have access to that. You saw where the batteries are. The thing is, if you remove the batteries, everything goes back to the default settings. So obviously I want to reprogram this, and I have 2 codes. I have the administrator code, and then I have a user code. I can have up to 50 different user codes. Why you would want that, I can't tell you, because there's no way to connect to tell which user opened the door when, how long they were there, when they locked it, or if they locked it. Nothing. No way to extract the information. So one administrator code that allows me to reprogram this to anything that I want, any 6 digits. I can also program in those user codes. If the batteries are removed, it loses everything. You have to reprogram it. It goes back to the default. So that would be, I think, one of my worries. It seemed like the EEPROM would hold the codes, but if you remove the battery, or someone removes the battery and then pushes it right back in, it completely resets everything. The other thing that it will do is also will retain the factory codes. So if you forget to program a user code, anybody that knows the code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unlock can get into your house. So if you get one of these don't forget to reprogram both the administrator and the user codes. Once you program the first user code, the default one goes away. It's nullified. Anyway, guys, I think not bad so far. I'm really impressed with the electronic locks of these. Electronic locks are very, very difficult to get open. A lot of guys say, oh, they're super easy. I know how to do it. And over the years, I've had several electronic locks. And when people have said that in the past, I've made it a habit to send one of the locks to the people that are saying it, most loudly. I've probably sent out more than 20 locks, and I got to tell you, over the years, not a single one of those people has gotten back to show me a demonstration as to exactly how they can defeat the electronic lock. But the mechanical lock is a different story. Now, of course, this is on the outside. You can tell it is a quick set, a KW1 keyway. And, quick sets are not known for their being high quality to pick resistance. This is not actually a quick set. This is a Chinese copy of the worst possible lock that you can own. I have no idea what's going on now. That is not good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got it out. Oh, now let's try to lock it. All right, so yeah, don't leave your key in it when it auto locks. Okay, another lesson learned. All right, let me go ahead and grab a tensioner. Let's grab probably a rake, and let's see how quickly we get into this. Yeah, it's kind of a quick set copy. All right, guys, we're faced with a locked door, and we have really good security here. I have no complaints at all, but let's see how much security this quick set clone has. I'm going to try top of the keyway. So let's put it in there. Make sure that there's a little slop, but that's okay. That's all right. They all have slop, guys. Next, I'm going to try this is a snake rake from Sparrows. Any rake will do, and usually that's the fastest way to get inside of these guys. So slide the rake in and apply a little, get that tensioner in there. Apply just a little bit of tension and then just kind of rake in and out while you apply increasing amounts of tension to the tension bar. And then very quickly, you'll find yourself, wow, that's stiff. But you see the bolt retracting, and bam, we're in. Roll it back. Gosh, I almost need an extended pry bar to lock that back up there. Anyway, there we go. That is how you do it. And then, of course, got the auto lock feature kicking in. Isn't that odd? But by then, of course, we're in the house, and we can use this to unlock it. And then as we get back outside, we can probably get it to automatically lock itself as we drive away with all the owner's belongings. Anyway, maybe not. Maybe, there we go. I knew it would kick in. Always reliable, right? Appreciate your time, guys. Stay safe, stay legal. This will be the giveaway this week, but I know that's not going to be good enough to lure you guys in. So I'm also going to throw in one of these guys, one of my last last carved bamboo pinning trays from the Lock Lab, and also one of these guys. Let me tilt this down so you guys can see what we got here. For those of you who haven't seen these training locks, this is a brand new 6-pin ultimate challenge lock from learnlockpicking.com. Inside of here is everything you need to train on lockpicking. So you've got a nice cylinder. It's a 6-pin to be pinned up progressively. You can start with 1 or 2 cylinders. As you get better, increase the number of cylinders that are populated. Pretty open keyway, so it wouldn't be too frustrating for beginning lockpickers. And as your skills progress, you've got a bag full of all kinds of different pins. T-pins, serrated pins, spool pins, and all kinds of springs, because it's inevitable. Those guys are going to launch, hit you in the eye, and then roll underneath your workbench. Anyway, guys, appreciate your time. Stay safe. Stay legal. You want to know how to register free to win all this stuff? Stick around. I'll tell you how. Thanks, guys. All you need to do is navigate to locklab.com, the tribal website, and scroll down in the middle of the page. You'll see all the giveaway buttons, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But the one you're looking for is the weekend review giveaway, purple band. Just click on it. It'll take you to the registration page. Again, scroll to the bottom, put in a good email address, so if you win, I can get in touch with you, let you know. Put in a username, doesn't matter what it is, and click submit. When you're done, you'll get a green check mark confirming your entry. Thanks, guys.